for them. Even I didn't know their email to reserve the table, and I had only 1 day left for this class. And right now, for that time, I called for my French friend who's living in Paris, and we booked a table together.
Okay.
It was really challenging and stressful for me because I needed to book a table in 20 hours.
Okay, nice. So, listen to the podcast and then complete all these blanks. Only the first column that can be correct, can be right or wrong. The right side, it is up to you what you can write. You can write to take notes and then we will discuss it. Let's listen, please.
Only first 1.9, right? First questions.
Yes, only the left side, first column. You have to fill correctly.
1. I was being interviewed for a job with an advertising agency, and the interviewer kept checking information on my CV and then asking me about it. And he saw that I'd studied philosophy at university, and he said, "Oh, I see that you studied philosophy at university. Do you still practice philosophy?" So I said, "Well, I still think a lot." Anyway, he obviously liked the answer because I got the job.
2. At my job interview to become an editor with a publishing company, there were 3 people asking questions. 2 managers and a woman from human resources. All the questions had been pretty normal. They were about my studies and experience. And then, suddenly, the woman from human resources asked me, "What would make you kick a dog?" I was totally flustered, but I managed to answer. I said, I'd only kick it if the dog had bad grammar and couldn't punctuate properly. I thought it was quite a clever answer, and in fact, I got the job.
3. When I was applying for a teaching job in Korea, they were doing the interviews by phone because I was in the US. And because of the time difference, they were all very early in the morning, which is not my best time. Anyway, the director of studies of this particular school asked me, "How tall are you? And how much do you weigh?" I answered his questions, but after the interview, when I thought about it, I decided that I didn't want to work in a school that would judge me by my height or my weight. So later, when they offered me the job, I turned it down.
4.
I was being interviewed for a job with a company in Switzerland, and the interviewer asked me, "What animal would you like to be reincarnated as?" So I said a cat, because it was the first thing I thought of, and because cats have a good life. Well, at least in Britain they do. And then the interviewer immediately looked a bit embarrassed and said that he'd been told to ask me that question to see how I would react, but that he thought it was a stupid question. In the end, I didn't get the job, so maybe the interviewer wasn't very fond of cats.
5. I went for a job in a lawyer's office. There were 2 of us waiting to be interviewed, me and a man about the same age as me. And he was nice, so we were chatting before we went in, and we agreed to have a coffee afterwards. Well, I went in first, and they asked me the usual sorts of questions about my previous job. They had all my personal information on my CV, and so they knew I was married, and suddenly they asked me, "Are you planning to have children?" I said, "Not in the immediate future, but maybe one day." Afterwards, when I was having coffee with the other candidate, I asked him if he'd been asked the same question, and he said no, even though he was married too. In fact, we both got offered jobs, but I still think it was a very sexist question to ask.
Finished? So what is the second question?
Make a kick a dog. I don't know how it be.
Make you kick K-I-C-K, a dog. Make a kick? No, make you kick a dog.
Why it's not correct?
Make you kick a dog.
And wait, how
Wait,
tall are you and how do you wait?
wait
W
is
E-
your noun. Wait is a verb without T.
Oh, it's-
Mhm.
okay.
So, answers, and then what happened? Second, third column.
What do you practice philosophy? How did they answer? Yes. The recruiter was interested about philosophy, that he studied bachelor in philosophy. Philosophy, right?
I think he said something that, well, I still think a lot about philosophy.
I have a 7% left. Can I just bring my charger?
Of course, I'm here.
Okay, the second was, how did they answer?
I'm talking about the first one. The first one, if I remember correctly, he said, well, I still think about it. Not directly, he studied philosophy, if I remember correctly. Because the question is, do you still practice philosophy? He says, I still think a lot. But he got the job.
Yeah.
Second one.
Make you kick a dog. How did she answer? How does she answer? No, how did
How-
she answer?
Mhm.
I would make a kick dog if he has a bad grammar.
And punctuation. Mhm.
And a job. The third was, how tall are you? How much do you weigh? For him, it was a strange question, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know what happened in the end.
If I remember correctly, she answered to the questions, but later she turned down the job. She didn't accept the job offer, maybe because of this weird question.
What
Mhm.
animal would you like to be reincarnated as? A cat.
Uh-huh.
And he was accepted for this job. Probably the recruiter loves a cat.
But I'm not sure that he was accepted.
He was accepted to the job.
In the end, he didn't get the job. And then I guess, if I remember correctly, he said that the interviewer maybe was not very fond of cats, was not. So he didn't get the job. Because first time he thought that it was a stupid question, but he gave an answer like cat.
Are you planning to have children? It was so success question. There was also a second candidate. They were accepted, but I think she declined the job. But how did they answer? How did she answer? In the future, maybe, but not now.
Maybe one day in the future.
One day.
The candidate gave such an answer. So, which of the questions did you think were good or bad to ask at an interview?
The first question about philosophy, it's interesting. because we can see that the recruiter is interested about the candidates. That's so unusual, I think. And the second was really strange question. Probably they would love to know and to see your reaction, how you will react with this. And third one, it's a normal question. If you are applying for a job like flight attendant, pilot, where you need to be told, and you have a minimum
requirements, necessities,
yeah,
demands.
Requirements. If not, so it's not. So 50-50. So what means reincarnated?
If you die and then revitalized again, come back to the world.
Okay, I think it's also a strange question, but I think for this question they would like to see also your reaction and how you are think quickly and could answer for them. Also 50-50. Are you planning to have children? This question is most popular in female and women when they are trying to become a CEO, directors, etc. But I don't like this question because in bachelor degree I studied in aviation and I had a topic for my diploma like woman in management, something like this. I forgot my topic. 50%, 78% of women would have asked for this question to work CEO, for example, in a big
maybe
companies.
Why not? So.
Like stable. People work, not go to the marital vacation, or how to say it correctly.
Leave.
Will you give a birth?
Okay, this is maternity leave.
Maternity leave, yeah.
So I ask this question so I can pass to create your own interview questions to not repeat the same segment. So when you finish stars, please tell me. I will change the slide. Ready?
Intelligent business?
Did you finish this page? Feedback?
Yeah, feedback, yeah.
Okay. How could you describe management?
Management. It's a general one. Management means like a general, manage something.
Okay. So, can you read this page now?
Management is often about getting people to do things effectively and on time. Direct orders can demotivate subordinates as they give them no choice but to do as they are told. A softer approach is to focus on the positive outcome of an employee completing a task. It would be a great help if you could get a report done by Friday. By phrasing instructions as questions, an employee feels respected and involved in the decision-making process. Would you mind working late next week?
Okay. So, listen to these 3 short dialogues. Which of the following phrases do the speakers use?
Unit 2, Listening 2, page 21. 1. Hi, Sally. I've been looking for you.
Oh, hi, Tom. What can I do for you?
We're falling behind schedule on the new project, and I was wondering whether you could do some overtime this week.
Sure. How much do you need?
2.
Alien, it's Michelle. I'm on holiday next week, so I'm doing my monthly report early. I don't suppose you could give me your report early as well, could you?
Shouldn't be a problem. I'll do it tomorrow. 3.
So, Peter, we need to cut costs by at least 10%.
It looks that way, yes.
Would you mind putting together a brief report identifying a few areas where we can make some savings?
Okay. When do you need it by?
Okay, I was wondering whether you could, would you mind, with ing, and I don't suppose you could
You could or could you?
do.
So, how would you rephrase them to make them shorter in section 2? Or make it formal, it will be better.
With the instructions below, how would you rephrase them to make them
Short, softer, sorry, not shorter. It's my mistake.
Would you mind done it by Friday, or could you done it could you done this task by Friday? Tell her to come and see me. Could you please tell her to come and see me? Or would you mind to tell her to come and see me?
Or I would appreciate
I would appreciate
if you tell her.
If you can tell her to come and see. Mail it to my home address. It will be a great help if you could mail it to my home address. Don't waste your time on that. I don't suppose you could. No. I don't suppose you could do that. It's also not. Would you mind to not waste your time?
I suppose it will be better, or it will be beneficial you to not allocate insufficient time to this, for example, because don't waste your time on that too. It should be between colleagues. I cannot say it to my boss. I can say, but the boss should be my friend. Don't waste time on it. Something like that. So allocation, dedication, or you need to save your time, maybe, or it will be time consuming, I suppose, if you allocate such amount of time. Maybe I can say. So it softens my sentence, I guess. That not irritates someone in business. So, last one.
Would you do me a favor and enter all that information in the database?
Maybe, why not? So, can you read the third part?
Look at the following situations. Imagine that you are the person's manager. How would you approach these situations? What would you actually say to the person in each case? You nervous? Not nervous?
Sorry?
You Jarvis or Jarvis?
Jarvis. In Iron Man as well, we have Jarvis, robot AI.
You're Jarvis as a young engineer who has only been with your organization for 4 months. He has an independent approach to doing his work. You asked him to hand in a report 3 days ago, and he hasn't responded to the several emails you sent him to remind him. Annette Freeman is a young junior manager in your department. She gets on with most people in your office. However, she has recently had some conflict with Katya, one of her colleagues. A new project has come up and you decided to work on this Katya.
Mm-hmm. So,
Okay. Hi, how are you, Bill? How have you been doing? If you remember, I asked you. I was wondering. One second. I was wondering that you finished a report, and I don't know. Let's say like this. Do you remember that I sent you an email where I wrote you to finish a report, and would you mind to bring me to my office?
maybe. Hi, Will. I want to check in with you regarding to the report. I asked for 3 days ago. I've noticed I haven't received it yet, and I've sent a few reminders. I understand that you might have your own approach to deal with the situation or to completing tasks, but it's important for our team to meet the deadlines to show the best performance. Maybe we can say. So, is there anything you have been facing that is preventing some issues or preventing you from completing the task before the deadline or on time? I'm always here to always assist you if you need assistance or if you need help from me or any kind of resource, we can say. Maybe it will be mine. Gotcha? Just I need to check the last parts that we have. Culture at work, dilemma, decision. The last 2 parts will be your homework. Before the next lesson, we need to give a break. I think it's with you. I'm not sure.
Yeah, with you.
So I think we need to give just 4 minutes break because 4 minutes later it will start again. And then waiting for you. Do you have questions?
No, I don't.
Okay, so 4 minutes later, see you again.
We'll start a new topic.
Sorry?
We'll start a new topic.
Yeah, new one.
Okay.
Okay, see you.
See you.
Hello? So let's start again. Do you believe in it? So, first of all, can you read this text, please? And then tell me, do you believe in paranormal activities, superstitions?
Noises in the night. About 6 months ago, my husband passed, and I moved into a house in the country. Our horse is a middle one of 3
Terraced houses.
terraced houses, and it's more than 100 years old. A young months, and when we were I woke up middle of the night by a knock being moved to an empty house next door. We could hear the sound of furniture being moved in an empty house next door. It sounded as if somebody on for several minutes. Finally, it stopped completely, and we were able to go back to sleep. Next morning, I rang the doorbell next door, but there was no answer, and when I looked through the curtains, the house still looked completely empty. I called the estate agent and asked him if he had come to the house the previous night to move furniture. He said that he hadn't and he was mystified
Mystified.
as asked about the noise. I asked the estate agent who had lived in the house previously, and he told me that an old lady had been living there for many years, but she had suddenly died a few months ago. I don't really believe in ghosts, but trust and I can find no logical explanation for the noises we heard that night. Carol Kent.
Okay. So what's the main idea of this text? What did you understand? Do you know all the words here?
Yes, everything is clear for me.
Okay, what is the main idea? What did you understand?
That's something strange situation what happened in terraced houses. Terraced houses. Terraced houses. And one of these houses was empty, and when the couple who moved recently heard sound noises in the midnight, and they wanted to check in the morning that the people who was living nearby are moving into another door, moving or doing something. They were moving a furniture, and she was complaining about this, and she wanted to go in the morning and complain them or call to the police, etc. Do something. And she found that the apartment house was empty. And after that, she called to an estate agent, who also haven't been in this house for a lot of time, and she denied.
Okay.
It's still interesting fact that they couldn't find anything there.
Perfect. So can you complete this story with the last paragraph?
Yeah, they couldn't find the logical explanation for the noises that heard in the rest of the
So, last part. I think you didn't read the strange object on the hill.
Based on the first true story, Noises in the Night, continue the following story. The strange object on the hill. This happened when I was 16, and I can still remember it vividly. It was a clear morning, sunny but with a breeze. I was going to meet a school friend to go walking in the hills where there were some wonderful views. I would agree to meet him at the top of one of these hills.
Perfecto. So, do you think that these are based on true stories? Little bit or fully?
Yes, I fully agree with this. I fully agree that it's a true story.
Mm-hmm. So, coffee cup reading. Do you believe in coffee cup readings?
Coffee cup reading. What's that?
You see the Turkish coffee and then Turkish coffee cup in this picture. When you finish this coffee, generally some clairvoyants or cheaters, in my opinion, they look at this coffee cup, I see your future, you see husband, money, blah, blah, they fabricate everything. It is coffee cup reading. So do you believe in it? Are you reading your coffee cup?
Actually, like 5 or 6 years ago, when I was 18, I didn't know anything about this, and I went to
A clairvoyant. I went to a clairvoyant. Voyant. Do you know this word? Have you ever heard this word? In this text, it is written as well. Let me write it. In the last paragraph, it is written. This. Fortune teller.
Is saying I see something.
Generally, in some sci-fi movies or magic movies, they have white glass cure, and then they see, oh, I see, oh, blah, blah, blah. This is clairvoyant. Fortune teller, it means they are talking about your future, your past. These are magicians.
Was a woman, was a clairvoyant.
Mm-hmm. So, magician, Nostradamus, maybe you know, clairvoyant, fortune teller, tarot reader, coffee cup reader. There are a lot of names for these people.
Yeah.
So, can you read this story, and then after you need to listen to the podcast, then you can answer the questions.
Okay, the coffee cup reading. I went to Turkey a few years ago with a colleague called Chris, who had been sent there by a British consul to train secondary school teachers in a school on the outskirts of Istanbul. When I was there, I decided to go and see an old friend of mine, a young Turkish woman called Fatos, who I hadn't seen for 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
I told her, and we agreed to meet in a hotel in the center of Istanbul. Chris came too, and the three of us had a very pleasant dinner together. After dinner, we ordered Turkish coffee and we chatted for a while, until he suddenly asked me, "Would you like me to read your coffee cup?" I refused politely because, to be honest, I don't really believe in clairvoyance and the fortune telling. But Chris immediately said he would be happy for her to read the coffee cup. Adam, London.
Mm-hmm. Let's listen now and then answer the questions.
Listen.
Yes, it is the second part of the story.
1.10.
Fartosh began to look very carefully at the coffee grounds in Chris's cup and to tell him what she could see. I remember that the first thing she said was that she could see sacks of money. And this was very accurate because Chris had worked in Saudi Arabia for several years and had earned a lot of money there. She also said that she could see a blonde lady. Well, Carla, Chris's girlfriend at the time, was blonde. So that was spot on too. But then Fartosh suddenly looked very serious and she said, "I can see somebody in your family who is ill, very ill at this moment." I remember thinking, oh no, don't ruin a nice evening. But Chris is quite a laid-back sort of person, and he didn't seem to be too worried by what she'd said. He just said, "Well, as far as I know, the people in my family are okay. Chris is an only child, and his mother lived with her sister in London. They were both in their 70s. Fatosh said one or two more things, and then we asked the waiter for the bill and said our goodbyes. It was a slightly weird end to what had been a very enjoyable evening. I can remember feeling quite relieved that I had said no when Fatosh asked me if she could read my coffee cup. Chris and I got a taxi back to our hotel. The next day, Chris had a free morning because it was my turn to do the teacher training session in the hotel. So he went off early to go sightseeing in Istanbul. Around 9 o'clock, I got a call on my mobile. It was Chris's girlfriend, Carla, calling from the UK. She told me that she needed to talk to Chris urgently, but that he wasn't answering his mobile. I could tell by her voice that she had some very bad news for him, and I immediately thought of what Fatosh had said the night before, and I felt a shiver run down my spine. I asked Carla what had happened, and she told me that Chris's aunt had died suddenly in the night. So, was it just a spooky coincidence, or did Fatosh really see what she said she saw in the coffee cup? I spoke to her before I left Istanbul, and I told her that Chris's aunt had died the night that we had dinner. She wasn't at all surprised, and she just said, "Yes, I saw in the cup that someone in his family was near to death, but I didn't want to frighten him, so I just said that the person was very ill." All I can say is that I always used to be very skeptical about fortune telling, but now, well, I'm not so sure.
Finito.
Yes.
So, listening to you.
Need to answer for this question.
Mm-hmm.
What were the first two things Fatosh saw in Chris' coffee cup were the accurate? The Fatosh saw a blonde girl
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember the first.
Sacks of money.
Sacks of she saw sacks of money, a blonde, hairy girl. The third one that someone is ill.
Yes.
Somewhere.
So, second one.
What was the third thing she saw? Okay, I asked her this. How does Chris and Helen react to this? They were a little bit shocked,
Mm-hmm.
and after Chris' death, no. After this, Chris wanted to when which part? Selling in the first, middle, or at the end? For which reaction?
Okay. In my opinion, Chris was not worried. First of all, if I remember, Chris did not believe in it. So because Chris was not worried, but Adam was not very pleased. Why? Because he didn't want Fatosh to spoil the evening.
Who did Chris' mother live with her daughter? Her
Mhm.
daughter?
Yeah. No, her sister.
Sister, right?
Uh-huh.
Where did Chris go the next morning? He went to the view when you can see the Istanbul.
Sightseeing in Istanbul.
It's in Istanbul, right?
Mm-hmm.
Called Adam. Why? Who is Adam? The
Adam?
person who is telling the story? The author?
No. Adam is the guy, that boyfriend of Carla. No. Adam is the another guy. Carla is Chris' girlfriend. So these are 3 friends. And Fatosh as well we have.
I don't know who's Adam. I can't understand this question. I know only Fatosh, mother, Chris, and
Fatosh is the coffee cup reader. Fatosh is the coffee cup reader. Chris, Carla, and another one, Adam. These are friends. And then Chris and Carla, these are couple.
I don't know who called Adam.
Carla called Adam because Adam was not answering the phone. Carla is Chris' girlfriend.
What was the bad news? That he was passed away?
She passed away. Chris sound.
What happened? I would say she had no reaction because she already knew it, and told Chris to not shock him. That someone is ill in your family.
Okay.
How does Adam feel about the experience? 50-50. I don't think that Adam feels good.
Adam
Start feeling.
Adam was not as skeptical as he used to be during fortune telling, we can say. So. Can you complete these sentences, please? If you want, you can listen to this podcast.
Well, Carla, Chris' girlfriend, and it's not the one, so was.
Not late, laid back.
Way back.
Laid back. Synonym of relaxed, comfortable, careless, çuçuç. L-A-I-D. But with a hyphen. Not forget hyphen.
Thank you.
Hyphen. Minus between them.
This.
Spot on? No. Spot on. It is the same. Spot, hyphen, on. Without hyphen as well, general people write. You can write the next one. S-P-O-T space on, spot on. Synonym of jackpot. Yes, this is this. When you want to say, you can say. No, just give a space between them. Without a hyphen. No,
Okay.
without hyphen. Like a phrasal verb.
Right. So was it just a special coincidence?
Spooky coincidence. Do you know spooky? S-P-O-O-K-Y.
Coincidence.
Coincidence, normal coincidence. You can write directly. Terrifying. No, not S-C you need to use. Spooky coincidence.
Skeptical.
Yeah. Do you know meaning of them?
Which one?
Do you know the meaning of them?
Only weird and skeptical.
Spot on, I said, like the jackpot, you can say. When the situation is the same that what you wanted to say or what you expect, you say like jackpot idiomatically or like a street language, or that's spot on. It means they matched. For example, as you see in the example, the clairvoyant said, you need the blonde girl I see in a relationship with you. Carla is blondie. Spot on. Jackpot. It means you knew it. You were right. Laid back, relax, comfortable, chuchuch, maybe ignorant, we can say. Especially, it's more than relax. For example, Farooq, run away, earthquake is happening. Okay, I'm coming, just wait a minute. It's laid back now. Relax. Not disturb me, bro. Personality is laid back. And
For example, 1 minute, give me 1 minute and then we will go.
something like that. Chuchuch careless as well, laid back. We can say. But in all cases, you cannot always use laid back. It is a little bit dramatic version of relax. You can say it like this as well. It is the first meaning. Second meaning, what I said. Laid back daily means in this Russian word, but comfortable, relaxed, chuchuch careless, second meaning of laid back. Because in this example, Chris is quite laid back. It means relaxed person. He doesn't seem to be worried. Someone is dying in my house. Man. It means spooky coincidence, as I wrote in the chat box. Terrifying, sorrowful coincidence, situations, happening, occurrence, we can say. Spooky can be used as well separately without coincidence. Oh, that's really spooky. I heard some noise in my house. Something like that. So, auxiliary verbs. Do you know them? I think it's easy for you.
Auxiliary verbs. It's like do, did, done.
Am, is, are, was, were, to be, been, do, does, did, have, has, had. All of them called auxiliaries. So, can you complete these sentences with them?
Look at the dialects and try to complete the gaps with A plus all other words. I heard a noise in the middle of the night. Do
Auxiliary.
you?
No.
Do you?
If you would like to use auxiliary verbs to create such kind of repetitive questions, to emphasize, check information, it is written, to ask information, to be sure, and then we have a lot of reasons to ask such kind of questions. you need to copy paste the previous tense. Previous tense is past. Did you? It can be positive, it can be negative. Generally, when you open the grammar books, they use always negative versions. I'm going to the cinema. Am I? Something like that. Always change the positive to negative or negative to positive. But it's up to the emphasis. I'm asking a question or I'm emphasizing the situation. So it can be positive to positive or negative to negative. Not memorize the rule directly. So, second one.
So it will be negative, negative, positive, positive. It could be.
It could be. It's up to the meaning of the sentence, not copy paste the grammar rule. It's up to what meaning I want to convey with this sentence. For example, I heard a noise. Didn't you? I'm not asking clarification. I'm showing my surprise. Shocking situation. Did you? So because of it, I use positive one. Positive to positive. Something like that. He went to the cinema. Wasn't he? As you see, negative one now. Opposite grammar I'm using.
I don't believe in ghosts. Don't you?
Huh? Not memorize it. Do you? Do you? Like this emphasis.
No, I don't. I don't believe you first saw a UFO.
UFO. Mm-hmm.
I could see one.
Not I could see one. Because previous sentence you need to read, not next one. And there are two sentences. Main statement and additional statement. Which one is your point?
I do see one.
I did see one. Because my main statement is the second one, not the first sentence. I don't believe it's your idea. Statement is you really saw a UFO to be checked by me.
It's a past simple, right? I did see one. It couldn't have been anything else. I have never been to a fortune teller. Neither am I.
So one more time? I couldn't hear.
Neither am I.
Am I? Copy paste the tense.
Neither do I.
Copy paste. What tense is this? For A.
It's past.
It's not past. Let's go to the elementary with me. It's not past.
No.
I have never been. Have has verb 3. Is it past tense? Is it perfect tense?
Present perfect.
What is the auxiliary verb of perfect tense? Have, has. Verb 3 is the main verb, it's not auxiliary. Have, has. So copy paste, have, has.
Neither
Have I.
am I. I was really interesting.
It's a conversation, be careful. If you follow my rule, you always find the correct answer. Huh? I have. Copy paste always the previous one. Auxiliary questioning, this rule, is always up to the previous sentence because I'm always checking, emphasizing, correcting, blah, blah, blah. The previous statement, not the next one. So always, as you see, copy paste tense, never change. So you see 4 statements here. In the next section, you need to give me the reasons why I'm asking these questions. Did you is to emphasize, to check information, to show surprise. Why? Почему? Be careful, focus on the intonation to find the correct answer.
Okay, to show surprise is the first one.
To show surprise, you said for the first one.
Yeah.
Correct.
To check information is 2.
Mm-hmm.
And to say that you are the same 4.
Mm-hmm.
And
Emphasis 3. Nice. So. Do you know auxiliary verb, helping verb, main verb, rules? Normally it's taught in pre-intermediate or elementary levels. So you remember these rules?
yes, I do.
Okay, you are the teacher, I'm a student. Can you try to teach me? Briefly, what you know, tell me. Without reading. I'm good at reading, I can read it. I need your explanation.
Auxiliary verbs like verbs to, was, to be, is,
Mm-hmm.
that. And for example, you are asking a question.
Mm-hmm.
For example, do you? For example, I don't speak English.
Mm-hmm.
Neither, you could answer either or neither do I. Like this. For example, someone is asking half.
Mm-hmm.
You need to answer half.
Okay. Correct.
Like this.
Or so do I, we can say. So we have modal verbs, as you know. Continue.
For example, I speak English. Oh, either am I. Like this.
I don't speak English.
Neither am I. If it's
Neither do I.
if it's negative, you use neither. It's a
Positive.
positive, you use either.
Or so. Too easily. So do I. Me too.
Like this.
Mm-hmm. So can you two first check this table and then we can go to practice.
Forgot to give you the name. Yes.
Ready? So, let's move on. Can you complete these sentences, please?
He didn't remember to buy coffee. I did remember. It's in the car. His books for flights. Isn't he?
Sorry, one more time. A little bit loud.
He is. He has booked the flight, hasn't he?
Uh-huh. Hasn't he?
Yes, I think so. It's hot today, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's boiling. Why didn't you go to the meeting?
I did go. I did go. Just I left early.
I wouldn't like to be a celebrity. Neither will I.
Neither would I. Would. Copy paste.
Would. She doesn't like me. She does like you.
Uh-huh.
Mike is arriving tomorrow. Does he? Or is he?
Is he?
What did you think of the film? Some like, but I didn't.
I didn't.
But I did. Are you a vegetarian? Yes, I am. And so is it? No. Are you vegetarian? Yes, I am. And so is my boyfriend or
Uh-huh.
is there?
He is my boyfriend.
You will remember to call me. Won't you?
Won't you?
Yeah. Yes, of course. I really want to go to the Egypt, but unfortunately my husband hates me. Wouldn't. Oh, yeah. I really want to go to the Egypt, but unfortunately my husband does. My husband doesn't.
Doesn't. Present to present. Nice. So. One more time, please.
Complete the conversation with a suitable auxiliary verb. You are Tom's sister, aren't you? Yes, I am Kava. It's a great club, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's okay, but I don't like the music much. Do you?
No.
You.
Don't you?
Neither. Well, it's okay, but I don't like the music much. Don't you? I love it. I have never been there before. Neither am I. Do I? Neither do I.
No. Previous sentence, previous statement. Actually, statement unit. You have 3 sentences here, not one. Which one is your reference statement? Try to understand the meaning. To what statement I am reflecting? I'm reacting. I'm reacting, don't you? I love it. Or I'm reacting to, I have never been there or here before.
Neither.
To what sentence am I saying?
Have never.
Huh? So neither. Have to have.
Have I?
Neither have I. Because in the next sentence I say, I do not go clubbing, so neither have I.
I don't go clubbing very often. Oh, really?
No, not oh really. Feel the sentence.
Oh, do you?
No, not do you.
You do?
Not you do, not do you.
No, I don't go clubbing very often.
I don't go clubbing very often. Oh, don't you? It means really, don't you go to clubs? Something like that, don't you? Yes.
I didn't see you at Tom's birthday party last Saturday. Why? 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 I didn't see you at Tom's birthday party last Saturday. Why? Didn't.
Huh? Why didn't you go?
I would go.
Previous one, copy paste.
I didn't go. Ah, I do go. I didn't go, but I arrived.
It is logically impossible. I didn't go but arrived. Too confusing. Did you go or not? I did go, but I arrived. I did go, but arrived really late.
Oh, that's why I didn't see you. I left early. I can't see you. I'm really thirsty after all that dancing. So, and fine.
So am I. Perfecto. What we have left. So, have you seen or heard something that you cannot explain? Something supernatural, scientific?
Thanks God, I have never seen a ghost or something UFO, but when I'm alone at home, I could hear some voices in the kitchen, like something's closing, something is moving in the kitchen.
You don't need to be afraid of it, I guess. Your Casper will be hungry, so he will eat it and run away. His problem is not with you. Just he is hungry, that is all.
Okay.
So,
Visited a fortune teller. Music or face healer?
Faith healer.
Yes. 2 months ago. My best friend is a tarot reader. Tarot reader or healer?
Tarot reader or fate healer? You can read the
My
tarot.
best friend is a tarot reader, and if I'm doing something or if I'm planning something, I'm just telling her, let's do a tarot. I would like to see what will be in the future. And then she's just telling me that everything is well, etc. And I visited a fortune teller also 2 months ago. Actually, I believe in it. 30%.
Okay. So, do you have such kind of an example that comes
But
to?
not everything is true that they are telling 100%. But have a similar. They are telling the truth in 60 or 70%, I guess.
Can they guess what happens to Bitcoin?
Bitcoin? No.
It's a common
I
joke.
don't think so. They would tell, I think if you believe everything will be okay, it will be okay. It depends on you.
Classic politic answers. Skeptical ones, I say. So, have you ever had a surprising coincidence?
That's surprising. I don't think so. No, I hadn't.
Okay, so. Let's finish this part. When you're ready, we will go business.
Not 1 minute.
No worries. Did you finish? Feedback?
Yes.
Okay. So, strategy. What is strategy? How can you describe it? What is the importance of strategy in businesses?
What is important in business strategy?
What is the importance of strategy for businesses? What is this? Can you describe?
Strategy of business, it's like you need to have a point of view. You need to think about it. And first you need to have a team. That's good. You know Russian?
Я говорю чуть-чуть по-русски, but not in the lesson.
Supportive team. Also, you need to have a plan that you will achieve.
Target, goal, aim, plan.
Yeah. And several plans like A, B, C. Some people will not work out. Or is stress management. You get to be less stressful.
And then what can be more? Except stress management, ABCD plans.
Time.
Time management will be okay. And then risk management, etc.
Yeah, risk.
Maybe
Risk and
proactive.
time management to ABC, like plans.
In my opinion, proactive, retroactive strategies will be the first one. Then these are the subtitles. How you see the future, how you analyze the past. Proactive, retroactive managements. So, the other parts will be your homework. Till here, do you have questions?
So is it mandatory to do homework?
Yes, you need to do your homework. When you finish the lesson, you see another homework section in your page, but I cannot see your page. So you need to do this as well.
Okay, Faruk, thank you for your time. Thank you for your teaching. I'm getting to open and practicing my speaking. I get point or think that I need to improve my grammar. No grammar, vocabulary, right?
Okay, so I need to run to another classroom. I have left 8 classes more today. So
Oh my god.
today 16, not too much.
Are you in Istanbul right now?
No, I'm in Kazakhstan. Surprising coincidence again. Take care, see you in the next lessons. Bye bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.